All right, so now x is going to be negative 1.001. I'm just going to jump to the fourth one to get to the conclusion here. We should be able to see the trend after that, hopefully. So y is going to be f of negative 1.001, which will be, of course, 1 over negative 1.001, because I'm on the reciprocal function. So therefore, the point Q is negative 1.001, negative 1 over 1.001, and that is the new point, right, the second one that I drew here, right, that we're going to construct the line between it and the point P and check on what the new slope of that secant line is. Okay, so we do another computation of the slope. Okay? So again, we want to know what m secant, slope of secant is. So it should be, again, negative 1 for the p's function value, negative 1 for p's, oh, that's terrible, negative 1 for p's x value. Now we just fill in the x and y coordinates into that standard slope formula for the new point Q that we're using. So this will be minus negative 1 over 1.001, and this will be minus negative 1.001. And look, there's another advantage here again if I play it the same kind of way. But either way, you just use a calculator probably. So we'd first have negative 1 plus 1 over 1.001, negative 1 plus 1.001. Okay, simplifying a little bit further, I have negative 1.001 plus 1 over 1.001 all over the exact opposite of what's in the numerator. So therefore these two will cancel again, it looks like. You start to notice these patterns when you do these problems enough, and you get a negative 1 above. So now you have negative 1 over 1.001, which if I'm not mistaken should be something like negative 1,000 over 1,001, right? Just shift the decimal 3 places below, 3 places above, and that should be negative what point? It's like 3 nines. It should be 3 nines, 3 zeros, 3 nines forever. Right? That'll become obvious the more problems you do. All right. Anyway, so it looks something like this. There we go. All right. Either way, the main point is, as we get closer and closer in this picture, as Q, right, there's our new Q right there, as Q gets closer and closer to P, the slopes of these secant lines, right, are getting what? Closer and closer. Let's just see what the trend appears to be here. There's the first one. There's the fourth one that we were supposed to do, is my second one. Negative 0.952, negative 0.999, zeros, 99 forever, like that, I think. I think it's safe to say, right, that the secants are heading towards a tangent, right? So the guess for the red tangent slope should be something like negative 1, right? That seems quite reasonable. Negative 1. Okay. If you look back at the picture, now it's true I exaggerated the locations of Q, but in the original picture, before I put Q on and the secant lines on, when I just drew the red tangent, it actually does look pretty convincing, right? My tangent slope, right, as I move from, one location on the tangent line to another location, it looks like down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. Right? It's not far off pictorially from the guess we're making right now. Right? So it's very reasonable with the calculations, and my not so great picture, but reasonable enough at first, kind of also convinces us even further that negative 1 is probably the slope there. Again, these methods are not exact, but this is our guess for the moment.